installing the Wi-Fi core thermostat. For those of you who don't know what a core Wi-Fi thermostat is, just know that is the latest technology that's out. Now, one thing I want you to keep in mind is when Mobley Heating and Air steps through your door, we're going to come prepared. One thing that we do to come prepared in your home, because we respect your beautiful home, we wear our booties. I call them booties. Check out my shoes. They're custom made. It's got Mobley, HVAC. That's one of the ways we come prepared. So now let's get ready to look at this thermostat. Remember I just said we talked about the Wi-Fi latest technology. That's what we're going to be working on here in just a second. Hang tight. All right, so here we are. We've already put our base plate on. Typically, the reason for this base plate is to cover up any holes that may be in your wall from your existing thermostat. Your old thermostat may have taken a bigger opening there, so we want to make sure we keep something to actually cover it up and look nice on the wall. You notice a bunch of wires hanging out of there. You have your red, your blue, your yellow, your green, your white. The red represents your 24 volt hot, the yellow represents cool mode, your white represents heat mode, your green represents your fan mode, and your blue represents your common. If you don't know much about electricity, know that everything has to go back to ground. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take these wires and we're going to install them on these terminals. Get a little bit closer so you can see what we have. We have your RH and your RC, you have your G, your Y, your W, your O, your auxiliaries, and your Y2. Okay. On this core thermostat, these are fairly easy to install. It's got a little hole that this wire goes through. You push it in and press this down, and your wire is securely inside that terminal. You tug on it, it's not going to come out. That's what you want. You want a good connection. What is a bad connection? You don't want that. Alright, next we're going to do the R. Remember I was telling you the R represents hot, your 24 volt. We're going to go next with G. Now keep in mind, this is a pretty tight space, okay? So you want to be careful and make sure that none of the wires are touching. That's why we go to lengths to make sure we have a good length on our actual copper versus around the insulation of the wire. You want to make sure you don't have any nicks in there, because something could touch and you will be in a little bit of trouble if that does happen. Who wants trouble? You be the judge. Okay. Get that one connected. This one connected. My W. And this is a little tight space, so if you have big fingers like me, it could be a little tough for you. But just know that it could be done. Alright? So now we have everything connected, and you want to tuck everything back in there, and you want to make sure that you don't have any exposed wiring in there. Something bad could happen. One of the important things about putting this core thermostat on the wall is, just the little material inside of the wire. That's no problem. That's nothing big. You see the bulb right there, the little bubble right there. That's letting us know that this panel is completely level. That's one thing you want to look for. Hang tight, let me grab the thermostat. This is the new core thermostat, so we're about to pop it on. And one thing you want to keep in mind is, these terminals here need to stay straight. They don't need to be bent to the side or anything. So you want to make sure when you put this on, you put it on nice and easy. Or slow and easy. Whichever you prefer. That's a good look. We are a Carrier dealer. That's the product that we deal with. That's the product that we like. That's the product that works for Mobley Heating and Air, okay? What we're going to do next, we're going to go downstairs and we're going to turn on the switch at the furnace. This is going to light up and I'm going to show you some things about this thermostat. So, alright, so now we went downstairs and we turned the thermostat on. As you can see, it's illuminated and it's letting us know that it's booting up and it's getting ready to do what it's going to do. I've already took measures to go ahead and program the schedule for the customer. Let me go over a little bit about the schedule. This is a nice touchscreen core thermostat and it's got a lot of features on it. I can show you a lot of things about that later. Let me show you the first couple of features that we do and we check and we look at to make sure everything is operating before we start to run the system. We go to menu, go to schedule, view or edit your schedules, you press that right there. And it's going to have the time you wake up, the time you go away to work or when you leave the house, and it has the time when you come back to come home, basically. So this particular customer, she typically wakes up about 5 a.m. I have the temperature set at 72. That's a comfortable temperature for her. When she leaves, the heat goes down to 62. No one's in the house. As you can hear the echo in the house right now, there's no one here. So now we have the temperature set at 62. And when she comes home, she gets home at 5 o'clock. And we have the temperature back up to 72 starting at 4:30. Can you see how we did that? So we want to go over here and we want to save that. And we're done. And right now inside the house, the temperature is 65. Now, let's just say if the temperature drops even more outside and inside here is below 62, the system is going to start to heat up and then you have operation from the unit and the house will stay comfortably at 62 degrees. I hope you enjoyed this. I did. Mobley Heating and Air. Thanks.